and thanks for joining us. This is the Signature TV News Update. I am Marvelous Obomano. Now in the headlines, Muslims celebrate Eid al-Fitr amid rising insecurity. Nigerians condemn withdrawal of police escort from public office holders. UEFA Champions League final moved from Istanbul to Porto. And now the details. As Ramadan fast comes to an end, Muslim faithfuls all over Nigeria have been enjoined to live peacefully with one another, shun violence, turn a new leaf, and embrace the teachings of Prophet Muhammad. Signature TV correspondent Maduako Chukwudi spoke with Imam Mansour Abdullahi and some other Muslim scholars in Abuja and now reports.
As the month of Ramadan has ended, Muslim cleric Mansour Abdullahi advised Muslim faithfuls not to return to their old sinful ways, but rather chart a new course.
My Muslim brothers and sisters, I believe when Ramadan comes, there should be changes in life. Ramadan comes with so many things, like not to do bad for your neighbor, not to do bad in your business and your working places. So this good moral, my good advice to my Muslim brothers and sisters, let them remain in very good moral that Ramadan teaches us. Let them not, after the Ramadan, they should go back to their bad character like before. No, let them remain good.
An Islamic scholar, Abdul Malik Mikhail, urged Nigerians to come together and work for the good of the nation, irrespective of religion or tribe.
Every faithful has to turn a new leaf, irrespective of a Muslim, a Christian, a pagan. We need to extend this good virtue of good things in Ramadan to those people so that they would know that Islam, the religion, and the fasting we have done has a point, has an aim that has to be extended to other people. We have no other place than Nigeria. For those killing X-Men and all that, let us come together because Ramadan has actually shown these social vices.
Lending his voice to the admonition, Abubakar Zakari regretted that most Muslims have turned the faith to what will suit their own selfish desire, adding that it is time Muslim faithfuls allow the teaching of Prophet Muhammad to be their guide.
Please, I just want to use this holy month of Ramadan, which is the peaceful and the month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed his holy Quran to his prophet through Angel Gabriel to plead with all Muslims all over the world. Let's come together and embrace peace.
As Ramadan ends, Nigerians, irrespective of religion or tribe, should live peacefully amongst others to set the nation on the path of prosperity. In Abuja for Signature TV, I am Marvelous Obomano.
Eid al-Fitr, otherwise called the festival of breaking the Ramadan fast, takes place once the moon is sighted, signaling the arrival of the 10th Islamic month of Shawwal and automatically the end of the fasting period. Muslims around the country on Thursday crowded prayer grounds to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, one of the holiest occasions in the Islamic calendar. Signature TV correspondent Maduako Chukwudi was at the Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria's mosque and now reports. The feeling is mixed today for millions of Muslims in Nigeria as they join their counterparts world over to celebrate this year's Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of a month-long fasting, mandatory of all faithful. In a message, the Deputy Imam of the Federation of Muslim Women Association of Nigeria's mosque, Hadiyatullahi Ganeye, stressed the need for Muslim faithfuls to give alms. He explained that humans are not perfect creatures and at some point may go back to sin, but feeding the poor helps to purify a believer's fasting and prepares him for the reward of such spiritual exercise.
We are not malaika, we are not angels, and we are very fasting. You know, and I know we still offended Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why do you Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created us as human beings, sons of Adam alayhi salatu wa salam? We will obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and disobey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and repent and be humble sometimes, and we behave in a very, very terrible way sometimes, and still Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not create an agenda for anybody than us. Indeed, this is a great ni'mah from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, give out zakat al-fitr. And I may not elaborate about it because we've talked a lot about it. Now, that food will purify your fasting and enable you to get full reward. And that too at the same time, Tu'matul Masakin, that is a 2-in-1. It will serve for the less privileged people as food so that they will use it to feed themselves and feed their families on Salah Day. The Prophet said that stop them from asking people today. If you are doing well, you are wealthy, and you see some brothers and sisters in your society, close to your house, your neighbors, stop asking on Salah Day. It means that you don't give them their right. If you can give them food, whether rice, whether anyone, and you add money, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will definitely accept that one from you.
One of the worshippers, Kaviraj Puneet, in an interview said one of the lessons he learned from the Ramadan fasting is that people who are successful in life should not forget those who are not. He advised his Muslim brothers and sisters to always be tolerant and remember God in anything they do.
No matter what you achieve in life, always think about your brothers and sisters that cannot have the chance of success in life, who are still struggling every day. So always think about them, always try to make a contribution into their wellness. Try to be always tolerant. Life is not easy. Anywhere you go in the world, life is not easy. So the struggle is here. Always remember Allah in everything you do. And try to be good, try to be genuine to yourself and to Allah. And the rest, everything will come along.
The Imam also called for practices that promote peace, good character, brotherhood, and forgiveness, noting that unity and solidarity among all citizens is imperative, especially at this time when Nigeria is faced with multiple challenges. In Abuja for Signature TV, I am Marvelous Obomman. The Inter-Party Advisory Council IPAC has urged Muslim faithful to use the occasion of Eid al-Fitr to pray for peace, unity and progressive governance in Nigeria. In a statement signed by the National Publicity Secretary of the Council, Ambassador Abu Major, IPAC also congratulated them on successful completion of Ramadan. The Council, while calling for togetherness, also urged Nigerians to embrace the spirit of love, tolerance, forgiveness and patriotism in their collective quest for a strong, virile, prosperous and egalitarian democratic nation, conscious of the fact that Nigeria is the only country we can call our own. The Nigeria Police Force has ordered immediate withdrawal of personnel attached to governors, senators, public office holders, and high-profile persons in the southeast. This was a decision reached following the incessant attacks on police formations and offices across the country. Many Nigerians have condemned this action by the police authority, while some have supported the decision, arguing that politicians should not go with escorts since ordinary Nigerians don't move about with security. Signature TV correspondent Chibeze Obi was in the streets of Abuja and sampled the responses from the residents.
Looking at the time all these insurgencies have been going on and the governors have been shouting and be expecting the federal government to intervene, they've not done much about it. So now that the insecurity has gone viral almost all part of the country and you're withdrawing the escort of the governors, I don't think it's a plan in the right direction.
It's totally bad idea. Why did he say that they should withdraw the security that attached to the governors and senators? What is their offense? And on the other hand, if they say that maybe because of they too can concerning the insecurity of this country. Maybe if they withdraw, they will still know what to do so that everybody will be secure.
So the IG withdrawal of these southern governors and southern senators of their security, withdrawal of the securities from them is not a welcome advice. And I think they are just playing politics on this issue.
The life of those governors are in danger. They are not secured. They are not the one burning the police stations. So withdrawing the police force from their security or from them is not the best.
Actually, to me, it's not a bad thing. To some extent, it's a good policy, being that the senators, the governors, all of them, they are human beings like us. They are citizens like us. If I don't have escort or security, I see no reason why they should have.
My own opinion is that, they are serving. So they are supposed to get bodyguard. So I am not supporting to withdraw the escort from them.
It's not supposed to be like that, because it's not the right thing to be done, because they are entitled for the securities. In short, all of us are entitled for the securities, both me and you. And so if they that are in such a danger site and they don't have security, anything can happen.
And now moving over to business. Nigeria has generated a sum of 392.8 billion naira from company income taxes in the first 3 months of 2021. This was disclosed in the data released by the National Bureau of Statistics in its quarterly report on company by sectors released on Wednesday. The Nigeria Bureau of Statistics disclosed this in its quarterly report on company income tax by sectors released on Wednesday. According to the data, the company tax generated in first quarter 2021 by sectors, breweries, bottling and beverages generated the highest amount of company income tax, with 23.26 billion naira generated, followed by professional services, including telecoms, which generated 18.17 billion, and state ministries and parastatals, generating 17.35 billion. Textile and garment industry generated the least with 13.49 million generated, and closely followed by mining generating 34.4 million, and automobiles and assemblies with 73.57 million generated. It is worthy to note that of the total amount generated in Q1 2021, 152.33 billion naira was generated as CIT, locally with 184.59 billion was generated as foreign CIT payment. The balance of 55.85 billion was generated as CIT from other payments. Quarter-on-quarter company income tax reflected that a sum of 392.77 billion naira generated in the first quarter is higher than 295.72 billion naira generated in the fourth quarter of 2020. Since last year, the federal government has been intensifying efforts towards tax revenue collection in Nigeria. With 774 local governments unevenly shared among the various states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, questions have sprung up from concerned citizens about the maladministration of local government chairmen and the very corrupt state in which her elections are conducted. SignatureTV correspondent Nwabueze Njoko addressed the very disturbing issue at stake scrapping local governments on the Signature show with a former local government chairman in Akwa Ibom State, Honorable Aniekan Akpan. Addressing the question, is there sense in scrapping the local government system to create a level playing field? Here is what he had to say.
It is the problems in the local government system at the moment, whether there is imbalance, inequality, or whatever we call it. The problem is the governors. Okay, for example, let me take my local government and my state. I am from Meked local government in Akwa Ibom. For example, in a given month, if the federation account were given 156 million, for example, excluding the 10% IGR that the states ought to pay to the local government system, which they don't pay, you know. But let me restrict myself with what comes from the FAC. In the 156 million, it's expected that the teacher salary, which is about not more than 30 million, primary health care and local government workers, you know, maybe another 30 million. Maybe 1% is given out to local government service commission for training and all that. Pay the traditional rulers and all that. So at the end of the day, you shouldn't be able to, if those overheads are taken out, you shouldn't be able to get more than 80, 90 million. And a governor feels comfortable to now, at the end of, after taking all those decisions, now gives the local government 2.5 million. Does that have to do with it? Is that anything has that anything to do with inequality? Let's solve the first problem first, you know, which has to do with, because if you ask me my take, the problems we are having in this country is that illegal association called Nigerian Governors Forum. That's the association. Because even where they differ, they are members of different political parties, then when it comes to perpetuating illegalities like that, all of them would agree. All of them would agree. So the problem is not there. Even if you remove the inequality and still have the NGF, you know, where they agree to perpetuate all these crimes, you know, I don't think we are getting anywhere. I recall when I was a councillor at that time, we used to have what at the end of maybe at the end of every federation account, the local government councils will go to the various pay offices that is closest to them and collect their check and pay into the local government account. Go to your local government at that time and see what they were able to achieve, and now take it side by side with what you have now. You would see it's like life and death. So the problem is not this inequality you are talking of. The problem is the attitude of our governors.
Moving over to the foreign scene. Police in Kenya's capital, Nairobi, have fired tear gas to disperse a demonstration of people expressing solidarity with Palestinians. They marched behind a banner which said, "Kenya stand with Palestine." Reports say that a number of people have also been detained. Expressing solidarity, Ryan Sheikh told newsmen that he stands with his brothers and sisters in Palestine and pray day and night that his sisters and brothers get peace. Violence between Israel and the Gaza Strip has escalated since Monday. At least 67 people in the Gaza Strip and 7 people in Israel have been killed. For latest in the world of entertainment, Blessing Adejo is on standby. Over to you, Blessing.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment News. It's always a pleasure to have you join me on Entertainment segment. I am Blessing Adejo. Popular Nigerian actress Juliana Olayode has revealed that she had to quit acting at some point because of kissing roles. The actress made this known in a recent interview. In her words, "At some point, I said, okay, I'm not going to act again, because every time I go for auditions and they audition me, sometimes they want me to kiss in a movie, and I'm never going to kiss in a movie. I'm only kissing my husband. God deals with us in different forms, and we all have our individual relationships with God. but I don't think that I should kiss anybody but my husband. Olayode became prominent following her role in Toyo Baby in Jennifer's Diary. Comedian A.Y. Makun recently called out actress Victoria Nyama days after she preached on the need for people to watch the word that comes out of their mouth. A.Y., who shared screenshots of Nyama's post and comments, subtly called out her hypocrisy as he noted that she advised people on how not to mock a pain they have not experienced in her post, before publicly commenting on the blog without watching her mouth on a pain he prayed she does not experience. AY's post reads, Victoria Nyama's preaching to the world 4 days ago in her post on the need to watch the word that comes out of her mouth and how not to mock a pain we have not experienced. 2 days later, same Victoria Nyama publicly commenting on a blog without watching her mouth on a pain I pray she doesn't experience. Victoria, in her reply to AY, said, only a fool assumes 6 is 9 by avoiding the main source of the gist. Grammy award-winning singer Damini Ebunoluwa Ogulu, popularly called Burna Boy, has achieved another feat, this time on Spotify. According to the chart, Burna Boy became the first African artist to have 3 albums with 100 million streams each on Spotify. The album that achieved this feat included 3 last albums: Outside 2018, African Giant 2019, and Twice as Tall 2020. This is coming after he unveiled what people should expect from his next album. On May 7th, he tweeted, "The next album, I need you to hear the pain in my voice, the pain of an outsider, forever marked by my skin, my past and the place I come from, no matter how skilled I am or how honorable I prove myself." And also, after news that Ye, a single of the album Outside, have become certified gold in the US. And that's it on entertainment segment. I remain your anchor, Blessing Adejo.
Welcome back. In sports, with the coronavirus raging in Istanbul, European football's governing body, UEFA, has announced that it is moving the Champions League final to Portugal for the 2nd year running. The all-English affair between Manchester City and Chelsea will now be played at the Estadio de Dragão, home of FC Porto, on May 29th, with both sides set to receive an allocation of 6,000 tickets. UEFA President Alexander Seferin said he is delighted that a compromise has been found, as depriving supporters of the chance to see the match in person was not an option. UEFA's hopes of playing the game in Istanbul were ruined by Turkey being added to the United Kingdom's red list of countries with severe coronavirus outbreaks. Before we end the news, a recap of our major stories. Muslims around the country on Thursday thronged prayer grounds to celebrate Eid al-Fitr, one of the holiest occasions in the Islamic calendar, amid rising insecurity. Nigerians condemned the decision by the Nigeria Police Force to withdraw personnel attached to governors, senators, public office holders, and high-profile persons in the southeast. UEFA Champions League final moved from Istanbul to Porto. Safety and security begin with you. Be patriotic. Report any suspicious activity to law enforcement agencies. Please stay safe. That's the Signature TV news update. On behalf of my producer, Damilola Abudu, I am Marvelous Obomman. Thanks for watching.